Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you to each and every one of you. President William Ruto nominated names of those people he could wish to work with in the cabinet. And there has been a vetting exercise in the National Assembly. Kumekuwa na patashike. Watu wamekuwa waking'ang'ania hivyo viti. But then after the vetting, the committee went ahead for a retreat to go and write a report. And today, the report has officially been tabled in the National Assembly by the leader of majority, MP Kimani Ichung'wah. Kimani Ichung'wah has read all the names of the cabinet secretaries who were approved, but except one. So the vetting committee has refused to approve one of the cabinet secretaries, and this is the report.
And give motion.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and sorry for the interruption. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the House today, Wednesday, 7th August 2024. The second report of the Committee on Appointments on the vetting of persons for appointment to the offices of Cabinet Secretaries, Volumes 1, 2, 3A, and 3B. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Lay and please give notice of motion.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that taking into consideration the findings of the Committee on Appointments in its second report on the vetting of the nominees for appointment to the offices of Cabinet Secretaries, laid on the table of the House today, Wednesday, 7th August 2024, and pursuant to the provisions of Article 152, Sub-Article 2 of the Constitution, and Sections 3 and 8 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act of 2011, this House, 1, approves the appointment of the following persons as Cabinet Secretaries. 1, Honorable Professor Kidure.
Order. Those members who are...
It is Honorable Irene Kasalu.
Honorable Irene Kasalu and Honorable, could you take your seats, please? This is a very important motion.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And allow me to take that again. That 1, approves the appointment of the following persons as Cabinet Secretaries. 1, the Honorable Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior and National Administration. 2, Dr. Deborah Mlongo Barasa, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Health. 3, Honorable Alice Wahome, EGH, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development. 4, Mr. Julius Migos Ogamba, EBS, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education. 5, the Honorable Roslinda Soipan Tuya, EGH, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Defense. 6, Dr. Andrew Mwehia Karanja, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development. 7, the Honorable Aden Bare Duale, EGH, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry. 8, Mr. Eric Mureithi Muga, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation. 9, Mr. Davis Chirchir, EGH, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Roads and Transport. 10, Dr. Margaret Nyambura Ndongo, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Information, Communication and the Digital Economy. 11, Honorable John Mbadi Ngongo.
Who is this honorable member? Please do the right thing.
I think he's a Goldman. The Honorable Zahir.
The great MP for Nyaribari Church.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The Honorable Zahir is not in this list. So 11 is the Honorable John Mbadi Ngongo, EGH, Cabinet Secretary, the National Treasury and Economic Planning. 12, the Honorable Salim Vuria Mgala, EGH, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Investments, Trade and Industry. 13, Ms. Rebecca Miano, EGH, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife. 14, the Honorable James Opio Wandai, EGH, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Energy and Petroleum. 15, the Honorable Onesimus Kipchumba Murkomen, EGH, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports. 16, the Honorable Hassan Ali Joho, EGH, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs. 17, the Honorable Dr. Alfred Nganga Mutua, EGH, Cabinet Secretary of Labor and Social Protection. 18, the Honorable Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya, EGH, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Cooperatives and Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development. 19, the Honorable Justin Bidan Njoka Muturi, EGH, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Public Service and Human Capital Development. And 2, Honorable Speaker, rejects the appointment of Ms. Stella Soy Langat. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Shakil Shabir will go back to the order. And members, those members who want to speak to this motion, I told you we have less than 12 minutes. You may approach Honorable Mishi, you know what to discuss with her. Because at 12:42, I will be calling her to reply. Honorable Shabir.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Kimani Ichung'wah who spoken. So the vetting committee rejected Stella Soy Langat. Maybe I don't have the exact details why she was rejected. Because if people were to be rejected, their names who we know that were in the public domain that could have been rejected, and even we had some doubts if indeed the assembly will verify their names. But then the least expected has been left out. What could be the reason why? Maybe the vetting committee or either Ruto himself has a reason why Langat was left out. I expected people like Oparanya to be questioned or to have question marks in the final report, but they were approved. I expected people like Kithure Kindiki, who oversaw the alleged murdering of young people during demonstrations. I expected his name to have question marks. I expected people like Mvurya. He was a governor and failed. He was a cabinet secretary and failed. I expected such names to come in the limelight of those rejected. But then, when we get a name like Stella Soy Langat, it beats the logic on what grounds. Maybe I don't know her very well. Personally, simujui vizuri. Maybe the people come from our area can maybe tell us what might have led to her rejection. Wale mnatoka karibu na Stella Soy Langat as the Minister of Gender, maybe you are in a good position kutuambia ni nini kilifanya akakuwa rejected by the National Assembly. But then niliwambia, vetting committee was just a process. The names we expected to be rejected were approved with flying colors. So it's just a formality. It's just ni kitu tu ya kupitisha wakati na kuharibu wakati wetu ambao sisi tunautumia. We are out. Tunatengeneza gari yetu hapa kwa garage. Ilikuwa na shida jana, iligonga mawe. Tukipanda huko mlimani mahali tulikuwa tunajenga nyumba. So bado watu wako kwa ground wanaendelea kuboma hiyo nyumba, and I believe by the end of today or early tomorrow hiyo nyumba itaisha kubomwa na mambo mengine yaendelee. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.